So our title and our film is The Wrong Blazers, and the film is about these four public school students who arrive at a new private school and they've just got into, and they've already been labelled as outcasts, and they're different from all the previous private school students who are in there. We chose this title because the two different groups in our movie are going to the same school but are very different in social, class, money and culture. While appearing as total opposites, they end up being more similar than they think.
So the tone and atmosphere we intend to create is like a light-hearted comedy film that people can enjoy watching and laugh at. We also intend to make the audience see there's clearly two like bad and good guys, and this will allow us to show the clarity, conflict and energy.
So we intend to show the two different demographics in our film, and the first is the state school kids who end up joining the private school, and the second is the private school kids. We intend to present these two demographics in contrasting in different ways, as this will help to show the social groups and the types of characters inside them. Having the two contrasting groups will be good, as it means that they'll be able to take advantage of this to create some good drama and comedy. We intend to have the private school kids talk clearer and posher, while the state school kids will say more slang and not pronounce their words as well. The two groups will have difference in clothing and the way they go about their actions in the film.
So the locations we got is the front gates in the front field, so like up there, that area. Behind the gym and the lecture theatre, because it's like closed off. And we need a classroom, but we don't know which one yet. So yeah. The cast we got is Charlie Scott, Will Holdsworth, Luke Johnston, Ethan. Okay, fine then. We got Henry acting, and then me and Jack are going to be behind the camera. Yeah.
So the plot, we're going to have the four public school boys. They're going to walk down the front drive towards the reception, and then they're going to get blocked by the private school boys, who they're going to like argue and start a little fight, and then they're going to end up behind there next to the gym, and we're going to have the fight scene, and then after that we're going to go to our third scene, which is going to be in an office where the headmaster's telling them off, and this is also we're going to get the live stream shot of like how it was filmed.
So for our costumes, we're all trying to fall into the stereotype. So the state school will be looking untidy, bed hair, untucked shirt, stuff like that. The private schools will all be neat and tidy looking, with each one having their own signature character traits, so you can tell them apart of who's the leader and who's what. So the influences from other films we've got main ones like In-Betweeners, which is a comedy that takes place through the lives of four friends at school, which is quite similar to ours. Bad Education, which is it's about a well-liked school administrator gets involved with some tension, dark humour and moral ambiguity, as well as stuff like Educating Yorkshire, which are like more reality-based films.
This is the mood board. It's just like the kind of shots we're going for. Just like all kind of school stuff.
So our shooting schedule, we plan to shoot all on school grounds, the front gates, the behind, the gym, the shots of our buildings to give it the posh feel. We plan to shoot when they're all ready and available, and we hope to get it done in the lunchtime, and if not, we can always just do it over multiple days.
So how our target audience and how do we intend to attract and address them? So our target audience are mainly towards older teens and young adults. We also want to attract people who are into that comedy. We intend to make them laugh and have a good time watching the film. And we intend to attract by using the typical British stereotypes early on, straight away, making it obvious to the enjoyers of the specific UK school genre what the film is about, to be certain that they have a base audience.
So scene run's going to be the intro. The four public school boys are going to be lined up by the front gates. The camera's going to be looking at the front of them, and then it's going to like really quickly go behind them and then go into slow motion sort of thing. It's like the intro to Bad Education, if anyone's seen that. Yeah, I'm just going to have some music in the background as well.
So the scene 2 is a bit more detailed, so they'll walk down the main drive and that's when they get intercepted by the group of private school boys, and that's where all the main fighting takes place and the main plot starts forming.
And then the final scene, you have the two group leaders in the office where they're getting told off, and they'll both be like reminded of like their backgrounds and their reasons for why they started the fight and that kind of thing. And then this is where we'll have the like POV live stream shot on the films.
Okay. Any questions for the group? You mentioned that you're aiming for a kind of a comedy, lighter tone, and the opening scene seems to be a bit more kind of dramatic. How are you going to infuse that opening scene with, or the opening section, with comedy conventions to fit what your intended plan is?
With some like music that will fit that sort of area. So it's all about like different music kind of can mean everything.
Mm-hmm.
Also, by using like brighter colours in the thing, getting like highlights on different characters and stuff. That would be good.
Okay. So the tone. So there isn't going to be necessarily comedic moments, but you'll be setting a lighter tone through your visuals and sound that you're using. Okay.